Welcome everybody to the Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. I want to thank everybody for being here today. It is currently 7:15 p.m. here in the East Coast of the United States, so wherever you are in the world, I want to welcome you to the live stream and thank you for taking some time out of your Sunday evening to be with me here on this live stream. This is a very special edition because I'll be getting into a foolproof investing strategy and how to be successful investing in crypto. But with that being said, this strategy is for educational purposes only. It is not investment or financial advice. So with that being said, let's see who's in the chat today. We already have 22 viewers. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. We got Dre, we got Mr. Sellers Homes, we got Bicho Brazil coming all the way down from Costa Rica. Shout out to everybody in South America from the audience today. We got Rigoberto in the building. We got Edwin. We got Trang. We got Nixie. And we got Dave. Welcome, everybody. 30 viewers. Only 7 likes. Do I even have to say it at this point? Go ahead right now and smash that like button. And if you're watching right now and you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. We also got Kyle Finley here. We got Daniel Suave. We got Rickard Van Houston. I want to welcome everybody into the stream. So let's hop right into the computer and go over, first of all, the market cap. We'll be going over a technical analysis for Bitcoin, taking a look at dominance as well as the total charts, taking a look at some Twitter wisdom, just to give you the itinerary for the stream today, and then we'll be getting into the strategy, and then we're going to open up the floor for questions, of course, from the audience, as well as if you wanted me to take a look at any specific charts, any TA, definitely we'll get to that towards the end of the stream. With that being said, let's go ahead right now and take a look at the current market cap. We can see that Bitcoin back up to $56,590. We have a total market cap of $2.67 trillion. So yesterday, the day before that, we were at $2.4 trillion. So we saw $200 billion flow back into crypto. That's a very good sign. We have everybody on crypto Twitter calling for a bear market. Look, you got to be careful what you listen to, because you got to understand a lot of people are only going for engagement on Twitter, and they're really just kind of joking around when they say bear market. At least I hope they are, because if you lost faith during this dip, you may need to reconsider what asset class you are investing into, because you have to understand that cryptocurrency is the most volatile asset class in history. And if this little dip had you scared, I mean, come on. This is crypto, guys. Like, you should be used to it at this point. I hope you're used to it. I hope it didn't scare you. Personally, I made a few more dollar cost averages into some coins that I do like. I'll be sharing some in this video, or in this live stream. So regardless, let's continue on with our scheduled programming today. So we have Ethereum at $4,271, Binance Coin at $600, Solana 198 looks good. Let's take a look at the top gainers. What's on fire today? Sandbox still on fire. Strong recovery. Sandbox and Decentraland Mana are the two. As you can see, Decentraland right here, up 5.9% on the day. But these two, Sandbox, by the way, just flipped Mana. That's really interesting. Sandbox is literally, I mean, look, it's a great project, but it's in its very early stages right now. And I want to see how it actually does develop. But we have crazy high valuations for these metaverse projects right now. It's really crazy to see. Anyway, also Terra Luna, that's one of my top holdings. So yeah, Terra Luna up 12.5%. I'll be getting into, obviously, the investing strategy, and that's why I mentioned that Luna is one of my top holdings. Because basically, you want to pick the very strong projects. And we've been talking about Luna for quite a bit here on the channel. Anyway, also looking at the top gainers, we got a few more. Nothing really up crazy right now. Let's take a look at the losers. Nothing really down too crazy either. CRO at 75 cents. BAT at 160, which is great. So yeah, no real big losers today either. With that being said, let's hop on over to the Bitcoin price chart and take a look at exactly what is going on here with Bitcoin. So this is a 4-hour chart. Let's zoom it out to a daily. So on the daily, we went and tested this zone over here at $53,000. So I warned quite a few times actually that 53K was the level to look out for, mainly because it was the September high. So I don't know if you guys remember. I know things change very quickly in crypto, and there's always new information coming out, so everybody tends to forget very quickly. Regardless, we can see that in September, we topped out at $53,000. Right, I had that marked as a supply zone. But I also have this gray box on the chart. And this gray box really does go back to this four-headed top, a four-headed top we experienced in the springtime before we had a major market correction over the summer here in 2021. But you can see that my gray box is really the support level on the chart. All I did was extend that right. And we do have a bit of a demand structure in here, but regardless, I had this labeled as the next level to be tested. And just to illustrate that, not that it's really that important, but got to do it for clout, of course, right? Let me just find it in my Telegram group. Bear with me one moment. Here it is. So looking at my Telegram group, we did post here back in, when was this? November 22nd. So you can see that, you know, we were waiting for this $53,000 level to be tested on Bitcoin. We had it all marked out. So when the dip came, a lot of people were crying, Connor, what's going on? Connor, why didn't you update me? What is going on here? Look, we've been kind of waiting for this to happen. I was chopping around a little bit before that, but hey, it shouldn't have scared you. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, we can see that basically we went ahead and we tested that $53,000 level right here. Now we have a strong bounce out of the zone. Okay, so now what I'm looking out for, we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet by any means, because now we're facing some key resistance levels that we need to break above. Namely, the most important resistance level that I'm looking out for is up here at about $60,300, really all the way up to $60,800. Let me just pull this. So really like 60,300 to 60,800 is the key resistance level we have to get through now to really make me feel confident that we're going to go back up and at least go and test the current all-time high at 69,000 before we go and make new all-time highs, of course. We're still waiting for that $73,500 level, 74,500. That's the 0.27 Fibonacci extension level from the top over the spring down to the low in the summer of 29,000. That takes us, for the 0.27 extension, takes us to about $74,000. We have the green line marked here. We're still waiting for that, but in order to get there, we first need to reclaim 60,300 right here. Okay, so what I want to see now, it's Sunday night. We have the weekly candle close in about 37 minutes. So I want to see a follow through of this current move tomorrow for tomorrow's price action, right? I want to wake up in the morning and I want to see some more green, or at least some consolidation right here underneath these resistance levels that I have marked out. We need to get through this trend line right here and then test this $60,000 300 level. And then we can recoup all of this lost ground and start heading up higher. But overall, I was very pleased to see that this huge bullish engulfing candle out of this demand support area that we did have marked out on the chart. Now, with that being said, I do want to show you, if I take this to a weekly chart, I want to show you on the weekly. So notice this red trend line that I have drawn on my chart right here. So if I take my arrow right here, where I point to my arrow, this is the March 2020 market crash. Okay, and this is a weekly chart. So obviously, well over 1 year ago, we experienced this crash. This was the time of our lives to buy crypto, but I doubt we will ever see that low price again ever in Bitcoin's history. Anyway, I have this red trend line drawn, and this marks pretty much this is the bull market overall trend line. Okay, this red line right here, this is the overall bull market trend line. I've connected the lows that we had over here in September, October of 2020, when price was trading at about $11,000, $12,000. And then I also connected the lows to the summertime over here. Okay, and as you can see, I extended it right. And if we were to face this trend line again, it would take us to somewhere around $47,000. So this is the overall bull market macro trend line. As long as we're above this line, as well as we're above the 21 EMA on the weekly, which is bullish. If I go back to the daily, we're above the 200 EMA on the daily as well. These are kind of basic bull market principles that you always want to look out for and make sure that we are above these key levels. Right, an EMA is a good tool to do that, but let me head back to the weekly here. So yeah, we're above all the moving averages, and as long as we're above this overall macro bull market trend line, there is no reason to panic whatsoever. All right, if you're scared that we're going and testing $53,000, you need to understand the dynamics at play here. Chances are you don't really understand basically how to determine whether or not the trend has officially changed. And unless we're breaking down the 21 EMA weekly, unless we're breaking down from the 200 EMA daily, unless we're breaking this overall bull market macro trend line, we have no reason to panic whatsoever. At this moment in time, I'm still very bullish, and it's possible. It's definitely possible. If we look back to 2017, we went absolutely parabolic in December. So obviously time is ticking for November at this moment, but things can move extremely quickly in crypto. So we'll see if we get another parabolic ending to the year, to the post-halvening year or not. Regardless, I still think this bull market will be going into 2022. So that is my kind of overall Bitcoin technical analysis. No reason to panic at all. If we do have some more kind of blood on the streets, the absolute maximum pain worst case scenario that I see is down here at $47,000. That lines up with this demand zone and this overall bull market macro trend line. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that clears the air in terms of what I'm thinking about Bitcoin and the overall bull market cycle as a whole. I think we still have a long way to go. All right, and let's also take a look at the total market cap. Always good to look at this. Basically, we came back and we retested some previous high levels, right? So we were all the way up here. We tapped 3 trillion, and now we're all the way back down to 2.5 trillion. So we're holding these previous highs, previous resistance as current support. We see that all the time in the market. It's called the support resistance flip. So that's the total overall crypto market cap. If we look at the total 3, this is the altcoin market cap, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum, only altcoins. We can see we were up to 1.13 trillion, and we're currently at $934 billion. So, yeah, like I've said, I expect this to go to at least 3 trillion, right? At least a 3x from here. 3x would take us to like a 3.618, 3.12 trillion. I think the total overall market cap can hit like 7-8 trillion. And then looking at dominance as well, after this we'll obviously move on to some more scheduled programming for today's live stream. Again, if you haven't liked the stream, we have 47 viewers and only 22 likes. Go right now and smash that like button. Get some hype in the chat right now. I'll be looking in the chat in a little bit. I just got to focus on our scheduled programming right now at this moment in time. All right, so looking at dominance, let's drop this down to a daily. So dominance, nothing really too crazy going on here. For the whole month of November, really, we've just been going sideways. Okay, so obviously if Bitcoin goes on some kind of parabolic tear, which I still do expect. I'm still thinking that Bitcoin will suck a lot of the liquidity out of the market. Obviously the whole metaverse thing really kind of threw everything off with Facebook making that huge announcement, and then everybody who's involved in crypto just aping into metaverse coins. That kind of shifted a lot of capital towards that sector of the market and sucked a lot of capital out of other sectors. But I think everything will come full circle back into equilibrium because there's always a new narrative in the market. The narrative is constantly changing, and right now it's the metaverse, it's crypto gaming. Anyway, as you can see, dominance, we've been going sideways the entire month of November. And now we'll see if we do get a nice run up with Bitcoin going parabolic or not. But after that does happen, we have these lower levels marked on the chart for dominance. We do expect to break the low over here at about 39%. And then, we have some levels marked out from 37 down to 35. And we'll see if we go even lower to like 25% dominance, which definitely is possible. And that's obviously going to be absolutely glorious for our altcoins. All right, so that's an overall look at Bitcoin and the broader macro perspective of the market. Let's move on to our Twitter wisdom for the day before we get into our strategy on how to be successful, how to be a successful investor in crypto. All right, So today we're going to look at one of Secrets of Crypto's tweets. He tweeted this on November 24th, about, what was that, 4 days ago now. So Secret said, when will we hit the top? The first Bitcoin cycle took 400 days from halving to top in 2013. The second cycle took 33% longer to reach the top in 2017. If this cycle extends again and takes 33% longer, the top will be around April of 2022. This is the important part of this Twitter wisdom for the day. Listen to this sentence right here. The real alt season is shortly after Bitcoin tops. Okay? So why I brought this to your attention today is to let you know that, we still have some time here. There's no reason to start panicking and thinking that it's going to be over tomorrow and that you missed your opportunity. I'm here today to tell you, obviously not financial advice, but I'm here today to tell you that you can still make it. There's still a lot of money to be made in this bull market cycle right here, right now, if you obviously make the correct moves. Now listen, nobody has a crystal ball to tell you the exact coins to pick that are going to be the best performers at the end of the bull run. It requires a little bit of faith, a lot of research, a lot of time staring at your screen, reading, looking at charts, reading white papers, doing your research basically, right? A lot of screen time for that, and that builds what's called conviction. You need conviction in your investments in order to make it in crypto. Because if you don't have conviction, you're going to be the chump who puts $10,000 into Shiba Inu after it's up like 3x, and then it drops like 20%. You lose a few $1,000s, and you get scared and you sell it. Right? That's called a lack of conviction. You basically buy something on a whim because you hear it from somebody else. You just buy it without doing any research at all. And then you get scared when the asset starts to move, so you just kind of panic out of it. If you're doing that, if you've done that in the past, I understand. I mean, everybody starts somewhere. But if you're doing that now, you need to knock that off. You need to build something called conviction. If you have none of that, probably an NGMI in crypto, okay? So with that being said, let me just see what's going on in the chat right now. All right, we'll be getting into the chat just a little bit, guys. I want to welcome everybody who just joined into the live stream. Go right now and smash that like button. Regardless, let's move on with our schedule of programming. So yeah, this tweet today, our Twitter wisdom, we're probably going to be extending into 2022. There's a very high probability chance that we'll go into 2022 for this bull run. We'll see what does happen here, but understand that you still have time to position yourselves. You should have already been positioning yourselves over the past months to years, but if you just got into crypto recently, I understand it's not too late. I think we go into 2022, and the real alt season will happen after Bitcoin does top. And like I just said, I don't think Bitcoin has topped out at $69,124, right? I've been saying for a long time now here in the channel, I think this will be well over six figures, at least $150,000 for a top. So we still got some time right now. Now moving on, let's get into how to basically, we're going to go through a strategy. We're going to go through a little strategy today on how to make it in crypto. This is a proven strategy for successfully investing in the crypto market. Presented by Connor from Crypto Empire. That's myself. Tony Almeida says, if you sell on red, this ain't the world for you. Very well said, brother. Very well said. Jay Polar says, no, it ain't, but that's how most inexperienced people trade. Absolutely, Jay. Very well said. All right, so let's go through this presentation right now. This isn't a long presentation by any means, but it has some very important information that I want to get through your skull tonight. All right, so let's move on to our second slide, which is the lesson plan. So, Crypto Empire investing strategy, obviously not investment advice, not financial advice, for educational purposes only, etc., etc. Goes without saying, but listen up. All right, so the basics of investing we're going to go through. We're going to go through spotting the trends early, structuring your portfolio, and then some examples of some coins that I've invested into early that have really kind of they were career makers really for me. Like, they changed a lot in terms of my circumstances and my financial state. Some of my good investments, some examples of that. All right, some rules that you need to follow. First one, you never want to invest more than you can afford to lose. This is a recipe for success. All right, you can never invest more than you can afford to lose. One sec, I'm just getting a phone call. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. A lot of people get overly emotional. They get excited and they put all their money in the market, and then they can't even pay their car payment or their mortgage or their kids' tuition bill the next night. All right, that's not the way to do things, man. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Next rule, you need to keep at least 10% of your portfolio in stable coins. All right, this basically is for those huge red days that always come out of nowhere, right? You should expect them. But this is so you always have at least a little bit of dry powder on the sidelines to basically buy dips, or if a new opportunity does present itself and you feel very confident about it, you don't have to liquidate an asset that you hold in your portfolio that you expect to rise in value, because I didn't include this in the presentation, but another rule of thumb is it's all about the units of account you hold. It's all about the number of coins, the number of tokens, right? You obviously want to buy them at the cheapest available price. But for example, something like Solana, it's at $200 right now. A year ago, it was $1, right? So you want to pretty much buy as many coins as possible, for when they appreciate in value, you make the most amount of profits. Anyway, if an opportunity presents itself, you want to have some dry powder to go ahead and enter into that opportunity and not have to liquidate another asset that you hold in order to enter into a new opportunity. So it's always a good idea to keep at least a little bit of money in stable coins, waiting on the sideline, 10%, 20%, whatever you want to do, at least 10% I recommend. Next rule, you want to take profits on the way up, okay? You don't want to just wait and try to time the top. Nobody has that crystal ball to time the top. It's impossible to do that, okay? So take profits on the way up. This is how you take your emotions out of things. If you're an emotional investor, you're not going to make it probably, all right? You need to take your emotions out of it. If you get emotional when price drops and you start, going in some kind of rage and you're in a bad mood and you're acting in a negative way towards your friends and family because your portfolio dropped, that's not the way you want to live your life, right? Nobody likes that dude who's mad when the market goes down. This is numbers on a screen. Be a professional here, all right? I understand it's your money and maybe you don't have a lot of experience managing capital, but be a professional here. Take your emotions out of things. If you're emotional, it's a recipe for disaster, okay? So don't get attached. Take profits on the way up. Have set levels. Put in limit orders. It can be 10x the current price, but put the limit order in the exchange and wait for it to get hit, all right? Take your emotions out of it. Next one, don't get attached. So it's very easy to get attached. Like I'll admit I'm pretty attached to like Terra Luna. I'm pretty attached to FET. I have very large positions in those coins, but I'm not necessarily attached to them. I plan on selling, 70% of my holdings because I want to take profit and realize those profits before the bear market. So I have those predetermined levels, and I'm not necessarily so attached. I'll keep some for the long term. You never want to sell at all. I've made that mistake in the past. Last live stream I mentioned how I bought Mana Decentraland in February for like 20 cents. I sold it at like $1.15 or $1.20. Sold all of it. I didn't hold on to any of it. So always keep, that's another rule I should have mentioned, always keep a moon bag. But anyway, don't get attached to a project. Very important. Next rule you want to follow is the dollar cost average. This pretty much goes like hand in hand with rule number 1, to never invest more than you can afford to lose. But pretty much I'm saying is don't go all in. Don't just go all in all at once. It's best you dollar cost average because the market never stays perfectly still. It's very volatile, especially in crypto. It's going to move up. It's going to move down. It's going to move up. It's going to move down. It's going to crash hard. It's going to pump through the roof. It's going to come back to equilibrium. That's how the market moves. So if you have a dollar cost average approach, whether that's entering more capital in the market every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 days, every month, whatever is best for you, right? This is obviously not investment or financial advice, so do what's best for you, and then we'll go from there. Next very important rule is only invest in quality, okay? Realize this key word here, invest, right? We're not talking about trading. If you want to be a little degen and trade your degen coins, I do it as well, right? I'm a trader, right? But this is investing specifically. This is not trading. I made a lot of trading tutorials here in the channel. This is specifically investing right now. If you're going to be investing, Only invest in quality. All right, you can trade all the meme coins you want, but you have to understand they won't be here in 5-10 years. You want to invest in the projects that will be here in 5-10 years, that will stand over the test of time. Yeah, Floki is great. It could be here in 5-10 years, but I'm not going to count on it necessarily, right? I hold it, but I'm not counting on it being here in 5-10 years, where something like Luna has a very high chance of being here in 5-10 years. Something like Fetch AI has a very high chance of being here in 5-10 years. So you only want to invest in quality. All right? Next rule, don't spread your portfolio too thin. Don't be the guy with $100 and 50 different coins, right? You're better off putting like $2,500 into 2 coins that you have really high conviction in than having 150. Obviously, it's your money. You can do whatever you want, but I don't recommend spreading your portfolio too thin. When we get to the examples, I'll show you a general idea of how you kind of want to structure things. But that's an important rule, because there's a lot of people out there that have like $30 in this coin and $50 here and $100 here and maybe like $1,000 in this one. Obviously, numbers are scalable to where you're currently at in your portfolio, but don't spread yourself too thin. Have high conviction in your picks, and I'll give you examples on how to do that. Last rule is you need to take full responsibility. The world we live in is so entitled. Everybody's so entitled. When things don't go their way, they start blaming other people. Take full responsibility for your actions. If you buy or sell something, that is on you. There's too many crybabies, right? Don't be a crybaby. Take full responsibility for your decisions. All right, so those are the rules for today's presentation. Next up, who should use this strategy? So, who should use this strategy? An individual who seeks to make massive gains in crypto, obviously, right? Not someone who wants to get rich quick. This goes hand in hand right here with taking full responsibility. Everybody wants to take the easy way out nowadays. They don't want to put in the work. It's just, investing is just like starting a business, going to the gym and trying to get in better shape. You need to be in it to win it over a long period of time. Trying to get rich quick, crypto is probably one of the best opportunities or chances you have to get rich quick, but that shouldn't be your aim. That should happen accidentally from you just making the correct decisions and making the correct moves over sustained periods of time, right? Because it's all about winning like consistently, and you want to take your small wins, out of nowhere, bam, catch 100x, right? You make a quick 6 figures out of nowhere, bam, another one happens, right? So they come. You get rich quick in the journey, the overall journey. But if your overall aim is to just buy a coin, make a few million, still sitting in front of your monitor, and then your life doesn't change at all, like that's not it. That's not the way, right? You want to level up in every aspect of your life, not just financially. All right, and like I gave the example, just like going to the gym, starting a business, you need to have that long-term mindset of doing things. You can't just be here one day, expect to get rich, and then you can just quit the next day. Like, have that long-term mindset, because that is how you win the game of life. You need to outlast everybody and obviously put in the work on the way there. All right, so if you're someone who wants to get rich quick, this isn't the presentation or even the YouTube channel for you. Go watch somebody who covers dog coins all day. All right, next one. Who should use this strategy? An individual who wants to invest more than trade. All right, so this is an investing presentation. Look, I'm a trader. I got started in crypto because I was trading in the equities markets, and then I got attracted to, obviously, the high returns in crypto. And I have a lot of trading material out there. I do actively trade in the markets, but this is an investing strategy, okay? So I understand a lot of people work a day job. They have other responsibilities. Then you should consider investing over trading. For trading, you need to basically have like a burning desire to learn the skill of trading, of technical analysis, and actually putting your money on the line in the market and taking active trades. You need to have that desire to learn that skill if you want to trade. That was me, right? I was like a 19-year-old kid. I read a few books about trading, and I got obsessed. I was like, I want to learn this, all right? So I went all in. I dropped out of college, paid people to teach me how to do it, studied hours and hours. I started to dream about charts, and I learned how to trade, okay? Most people don't have that level of obsession, and that's fine. You're an investor then, okay? So this is for somebody who wants to invest more so than trade. Now, moving on. All right, spotting the trend early. So, don't chase. You want to position yourself. Goes without saying, right? If you just heard about the metaverse yesterday and you start buying Gala games and Mana and Sandbox today, like, you're chasing. You want to position yourself well beforehand. Like I did. I bought Mana in February, but I made the bonehead move of selling my whole bag. But I positioned myself basically if I just held on. Okay? So for the best odds to catch 100x on projects, you need to research emerging market trends that have not gone mainstream yet. Right? So I have some acquaintances who were talking about the metaverse well before, and like all in on the metaverse, well before Mark Zuckerberg made his announcement. So he was basically all in an emerging market trend before it went mainstream. You want to get into these trends before they go mainstream, all right? And just like the metaverse is hot right now, dog coins were hot in the past, there's going to be more emerging trends that if you position yourself now, it's going to just be easy money. But there's no such thing as free lunch in the markets. Next, so this requires you to go against the herd and come to your own conclusions. All right, so I'll use myself for this example. Look, I don't like video games. Like I don't like video games because I wasted so much of my own time playing them when I could have been making YouTube videos or starting a business like way earlier in my life. So I personally just hate them. So when I hear metaverse crypto gaming, I'm like, I don't care. That was a mistake, right? And that was most people as well. They didn't care. They didn't care about NFTs early. They didn't care about the metaverse early. But all of a sudden, when it goes mainstream, everybody starts to care. All right? So you need to come to your own conclusions and go against the herd. My friend who I was just talking about, he cared about the metaverse before anybody else cared. And this was going completely against the herd, completely against the grain. And that is what allowed him to absolutely crush it. All right? So this goes against your human instincts, but it's required for success, right? You need to basically be the black sheep. You need to talk about things that people feel uncomfortable talking about. You need to invest into things that people don't feel comfortable investing into because they don't know about them yet. You got to be early, right? You got to be early. All right, next way to spot the trend. So you want to find 1 to 3 projects in an emerging sector and start to build a position with a dollar cost average strategy. All right, so that's important right there. Find an emerging market sector and then find like 1 to 3 projects that you really like in this emerging market sector and really just kind of build huge positions. And this requires you to go against the herd, come to your own conclusions, go against human instinct, because human instinct is you want to be liked. Most people want to be liked by everybody and accepted in the group. Because remember, we're like tribal animals in a way, right? Going back thousands of years, we were hunter-gatherers, we were in small tribes, and you needed the tribe to survive as a person, right? If you were out of the tribe, then you were sleeping in the jungle, and you were probably going to get eaten by a snake or something. All right, so it's in our DNA to want to be accepted by the herd, but you need to go against the herd if you're going to be catching things early. So some examples of possible emerging market sectors: artificial intelligence, scaling solutions, right? I mean, everybody kind of knows about scaling solutions, but a lot of opportunities out there. Another one is emerging layer 1 blockchains, right? Talked about Aleph Zero recently on the channel. Casper Network as well, another big position of mine. So those are some examples of emerging market sectors. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this presentation, go ahead right now and smash that like button on the stream. Let's see who's in today. 68 likes, or 68 viewers and only 50 likes. Go right now and smash that like button. Anyway, moving on. So structuring your portfolio. All right, so your portfolio is your key to success. One big rule is you don't want to spread yourself too thin. Spreading yourself too thin, it could work, right? If you get a few like huge winners, like crazy, like 100 I mean, if something is going to go 100x, it'll probably go way more than 100x. That's what, at least in my experience, my 100x's, went well over 200x, right? So if you're going to get a big winner, it's probably going to be more than 100x. That's just how the market works. But anyway, you want max 8 to 10 altcoins. Don't spread yourself too thin. All right. So I'm leaving Bitcoin and Ethereum out of this. It's always a good idea. Like, this isn't investment financial advice, but it's not a bad idea to just to have some like Bitcoin or Ethereum kind of just like tucked away forever, because it's probably going to be extremely valuable in 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. This is more for a portfolio for this current bull market to make his massive gains, as the presentation title did say. So a good way to do things: 4 to 5 large positions in blue chips, 4 to 5 positions in medium to very low market cap coins that you think can pull some crazy multiples that you're bullish on, right? So that's 8 to 10 right there. And then you want a dollar cost average, and you want to build these positions over time, right? That's a rule. You don't want to just go all in once and then you just wait. It's a good idea to build the position over time. If you have a business or you have a job and you get paid bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is, right? If you can afford to put a few thousand into these positions every month, every time you get paid, that's going to go a very long way in the future. Because understand, right now in crypto, we're basically reliving the tech bubble in the 90s, right? The tech bubble in the 90s, if you bought something like Amazon, Google, Apple, and then the market obviously went to extremely crazy high valuations, even the garbage projects, the garbage companies pumped up the crazy high valuations, and then everything crashed to the bottom. And then from there, the blue chips just rose. And if you just held the blue chips, then you're just set for life now, right? Because you bought in them early. Yeah, they went up, they went all the way down, but now they're all the way up, even higher to where they were. All right, so this isn't rocket science. This is obviously a presentation for this current bull market, but I mean, if you're watching this right now, if you can just hold on for like a few years, you're probably going to be all right. You're probably going to get everything that you do want. But obviously, everybody wants instant gratification in today's culture. Anyway, you want a dollar cost average and build your positions over time. Don't chase coins that are pumping. Goes without saying. Don't chase. Attract. Right? So that's basically how you want to go about doing things. And my top blue chips personally that I think will really be here after everything goes up like crazy, crashes to the ground, most of these projects, let's see. So we have 11,173 coins, according to CoinGecko, on the market. 99% won't be here in like 10 years. 95 to 99% won't be here. A lot of the stuff you see here is vaporware. Not all of it. There's some gems in here, obviously, like Luna, Fett, and Chili's. But most of the stuff is vaporware. It's useless tech. It won't be here. So you got to be smart. And as you can see, Immutable X right here. This would fit into a current narrative of scaling solutions. Anyway, understand that most stuff won't be here in 5-10 years. So only invest in quality. That goes back to our rules. All right. So that is my presentation for today. Now let's get into some examples of some of my success that I've experienced in crypto. And I want to illustrate how it basically does kind of play out. All right, but if you guys enjoy this presentation, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. Anyway, so what we're going to do to illustrate this example is we're going to take a trip down memory lane, right? And we're going to use CoinMarketCap for that. What we can do in CoinMarketCap is we can go up here to currencies, and then we can go to historical snapshots. So this goes all the way back to 2013. Basically, we can see every single week in the market and where everything was at. So my first like huge win that was like a really big changer, life changer, game changer for me, was investing in Matic Network in November of 2020. So we're going to go back and see this historical snapshot from the 1st of November 2020. And let's see, Quant was number 67 at $13. I love looking back in time and seeing everything. It's crazy. But at that time, Matic was right here, 122. So basically a little over 1 year ago today, I bought Matic Network at one point. It was around 1.4 cents. I don't know the exact price. At the time, the market cap of Matic was $60,344,000. Okay? Current day, Matic has a market cap of $776 million. All right? So that is a clean 100x for you. So at this time, I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there buying Matic, but most people had no idea what Matic Network was. Right? I spotted a trend early. I bought an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution early before anybody was talking about how big of a problem Ethereum gas fees were. That is an example, right? This is still the presentation here, but this is an example of spotting the trend early, right? We didn't chase, we positioned ourselves, and then we reaped the rewards. All right, now let's move on to another example. Another example is another one of my huge wins. That was Chili's. I bought Chili's in February. If I was still holding Mana, I could include this in the presentation. But, I'm still holding Chili's, so I'll include that one. So I bought Chili's in February of 2021. Let's go to the week of February 14th. So at that time, Chili's was trading for, let's see. So at that time, Chili's was trading for 3 cents. I got it for like 2. Anyway, at that time, it was 3.4 cents, and it had a market cap of $189 million. By the way, I gave the wrong market cap for Matic. It's 11.3 billion. I gave the daily volume. The daily volume is 100x of where the market cap was last year. I apologize for that. But the Matic market cap today is $11.3 billion. So that's obviously way, 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 way higher. Just realized my camera froze, guys. Sorry about that. Let me fix that right now. Let's just wait until the camera comes back online. All right, we should be good now. All right, we're good. So yeah, I apologize about that. Matic today is $11.3 billion. Anyway, so Chili's in February was had $189 million market cap. All right. Today, Chili's has a market cap of $2.3 billion. So this didn't go 100x, but this is about like a 20x from where it was back then. It went all the way up to about 90 cents, was about like a 30x about. So 2 examples right there of some of my best plays, and as you can see, FET in February was 24 cents. This was actually when I first started buying FET in February of this year. Regardless, these are examples. This is how it works, right? Nobody was talking about Chili's back then. Everybody was focused on Ethereum or I don't know. I don't even remember back in February what the hot trend was at that time. Anyway, those are 2 examples of some of my very good investments that I've made, and it goes hand in hand with our presentation today. You know, you put $1,000 in something, like for example me, you put a little bit of money in Matic, it goes up to $2.80 from a cent. That's a 280x. You turn $1,000 into 280k. That's pretty good. You know, that can change a lot for you. So this was my presentation today on how to successfully invest in crypto. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I want to open up the floor. We've been going for about 45 minutes. I want to open up the floor, and if you guys have any questions about that presentation, ask them in the live chat. And then let's see. I also want to go over, obviously some opportunities. So look, yesterday in my Discord group, I update the group daily. I pretty much said, you want to buy during accumulation. You don't want to chase the pump. You want to buy when nobody's paying attention. So yesterday I put out a little message saying, speaking of long accumulation, don't forget about RSR. Nobody is talking about it right now, while it continues to accumulate at the bottom. In a few weeks/months, when this starts to run, everyone will be talking about it again. 3.6 cents is a bargain. All right. Now we can look today. And, we have people talking about it in the stream. I don't want to obviously single anybody out, but it's just an example. But if we go to RSR today, everybody wants to talk about it all of a sudden. 4.2 cents. Up a healthy, 20% on the day. So, and let's zoom this out to a weekly chart for RSR. So RSR on the weekly, basically, you can see that it's not at the bottom, but compared to where it was up here, it's pretty low. And a lot of people are concerned about, the tokenomics, the early VCs have so much of the supply. Yeah, they have a lot of it, but I mean, look at we've seen so many opportunities. We just got a $10 super chat from Steve Coleman saying, hi from Australia. Appreciate all the great content, Connor. What's your thoughts on Nakamoto Games, Naka, low market cap play to earn? Well, Steve, I want to say thank you for that super chat and thank you for your support. I'm happy that you're enjoying the current live stream. In regards to Nakamoto Games, I'm actually bullish on that project. I haven't personally pulled the trigger and invested in it yet, but I have seen quite a few pieces of content on Nakamoto Games. By the way, I'm going to mention it right here. I'll give somebody a shout out. Go and follow this channel. He's pretty new. But he does a very good job covering crypto gaming projects. Lorenzo, if you're watching this right now, I'm talking about your channel. Let's see if this comes up. Yeah, go subscribe to Lorenzo, guys. He just made his channel. He just covered Nakamoto Games, which is why I'm bringing it up right now. Go watch his video about it. He did a great job covering it, some TA as well. But he's only talking about the metaverse. This is one of my in real life acquaintances, friends. Follow him, subscribe to his channel. He does a very good job covering play to earn gaming. But yeah, I'm bullish on Nakamoto Games. Go watch that video if you want to learn more about it. He did a good job covering it. It seems like a very good project. But Steve, thank you for that super chat. Anyway, back to what I was talking about with RSR. So, yeah, buy it at the bottom pretty much. Buy it during accumulation. We have this ascending broadening wedge. And, we do expect wedges to be, or still, not wedge, channel, ascending broadening channel. And channels are meant to be broken, right? So we expect this to break to the upside and go on some kind of crazy run for RSR. So you want to buy basically at the bottom. Let's see. When will the public fully understand Luna? Probably when it's trading for over $500, right? And that's when they're actually going to learn. That's when they're going to educate themselves on how the protocol works. They're going to learn that it's basically a decentralized stablecoin protocol more so than anything else. Obviously, it's a layer 1, but it's not like a crazy fast layer 1 or anything like that. It's a pretty normal layer 1. So yeah, they'll probably learn about Luna when it's too late and trading at $500 a coin. And, they hate themselves for not buying it earlier. So that's why you want to do your research now, ahead of time. Okay, and by the way, we'll look at Luna. We'll do some TA on Luna right now. So this is a daily chart, and the daily candle just closed. What a daily candle, all right? So, let's see. I think I updated Luna yesterday too. Let's see what we got. Yep, so looking at this message yesterday, by the way, guys, the premium Discord group, go check out the reviews. We still have the Black Friday special happening right now. If you're not in the Telegram group, join the Telegram group for that information. Let me just pull it up right now, one moment. Bear with me. Yeah, right here in the Telegram group. So you can use the code Black Friday at checkout and you get 20% off 3, 6, 12 month, or use Empire 50 and you can get the 1 month for $50, half off. All right, so join the premium Discord group. Link is down in the description of this stream. Anyway, so yeah, I watch these coins every single day, and I let you know if it's a good time to buy them pretty much. And then obviously we have swing trades where I give you exact entries, stops, and targets on the positions. Second. There we go. So yeah, with Luna, I mean, like when it drops below this channel, like every time it dropped below the channel, came right back in. So history doesn't repeat, but it often does rhyme. Same thing happened with Luna. Did you get scared, Anon? Did you sell here? If you did, you're not going to make it, all right? JK. You'll still make it. We have to be family friendly over here, right? But this is a dog-eat-dog world. Like, the market is not forgiving at all. Understand that. You're going up against hedge funds. You're going up against billionaires. You're going up against people that have been trading their entire life and know exactly what's going on. If you just started trading, investing, it's a zero-sum game. There's always a winner. There's always a loser. So that's why you can't get emotional. You need to read the charts and do what the charts are telling you. And Luna is a very good example, right? People get scared and they sell when it breaks the trend line. I know we're in a bull market. I know the asset Luna, that's one of the strongest assets on the entire market. So when we drop below this trend line, that's a buying opportunity. Now, obviously, we're back in a resistance area. We'll see where we do go from here. Let's see. Thoughts on buying land in metaverses from Mark Saunders. So Mark, if you buy land in the correct metaverse, you're probably going to be set for life, right? We don't know which metaverse. Apparently they're all going to be connected metaverses, etc., etc. I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work out, right? But if you buy land in the correct metaverse, things like, for example, Network, probably going to be huge. We just got a $33 super chat from Fresh Personal Training. Shout out to Fresh Personal Training saying he loves the Sunday streams. Thanks. Fresh, it's my pleasure. I enjoy being here just as much as you enjoy watching the content. I want to thank you for all of your continued support. Thank you for that $33 super chat. You are a legend, my man. Really appreciate it. So, back to the subject at hand, Network. Yeah, I mean, I think Network land will probably be crazy valuable. Depending on what size land you have, where it's located in the overall metaverse, if you're going to be able to rent it out to advertisers, to sell it for ad revenue, etc. There's a lot of factors at play. But yes, I think investing in virtual land in the metaverse will be maybe one of the greatest investing opportunities of our lifetime. Mark, good question. Yeah, I think if you buy some metaverse plots of land now, it's probably going to be, if it's a successful metaverse project, it will appreciate like crazy in value because they're NFTs, right? They're not making any more of them. So if you can get your hands on some now, I think it will appreciate crazy in value. Let's see. What do you think Astroport will do for Luna? So Astroport is the new DEX decentralized exchange. It's going to replace TerraSwap, and hopefully it attracts a lot more investors, speculators into Luna. It's going to make things easier, more opportunities for liquidity mining, liquidity providing. So yeah, it should be very good. Should be very good for Luna overall, the entire ecosystem. Let's see. So Melody saying, glad to see you have Harmony 1 logo on your thumbnail. I didn't know you had your eye on Harmony 1. Well, Melody, we've been talking about Harmony 1 for, well, I want to say thank you, by the way. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your engagement with the stream. But yeah, Harmony 1, I'll give you guys some more alpha. One moment. Bear with me. So, I posted this message in the Discord on November 12th. Basically, I was saying, you know, how you don't want to go all in on these garbage coins. Invest or small caps. Most of your portfolio should be in blue chips. My top blue chips, no particular order: Luna, FET, Chili's, Matic, Harmony 1. Right? I mean, these are just like kind of surefire picks. Harmony 1 for sure is a coin that it's really hard to ignore. I think it could definitely go to at least $3. But yeah, Melody, definitely bullish on Harmony 1. Let's see. Hi, thanks for your detailed insight. Your thoughts on Kadena. Bullish on Kadena. Let's take a look at the chart. I think it's at like $18 right now. Yep, $18, right? And it came right to my buy zone. As you can see, this green box, this is the buy zone. You want to be a buyer in demand. Very simple. You want to be a buyer in demand, and then you want to sell at predetermined profit levels. You know, if you're intraday trading, you want to sell in supply. But if you're kind of swing trading, well, then you can have higher profit targets laid out, and you want to sell at those. But yeah, I'm very bullish on Cadena. I made a whole video about it, going over the entire fundamentals of the project. 480,000 transactions per second is quite a bit. And obviously it has the security of Bitcoin. And, you know, it can scale way better than Ethereum. Has a very strong team. So Cadena, I'm bullish. Holding it right now in my portfolio. So yeah, it's a good one. Let's see. Michael Graham Walker. I'm with you about not really liking video games, but feel it's worth learning. Is metaverse/gaming still a focus for your own portfolio, or are you looking for newer narratives? So Michael, yeah, it is still a focus, but I kind of, you know, I have some picks, right? Like in my video. By the way, it was the most viewed video on my channel. Let's see. This video right here, 100x metaverse projects. So like Network, Red Fox, UFO. Yeah, those are like really good projects, as well as Merit Circle. So yeah, I mean it's allocated in my portfolio, but I really think artificial intelligence will be an emerging market trend in the future. So I'm pretty big on AI in terms of spotting the next mega trend. So yeah, thanks for that question, Michael. Sky Dimmick saying respect for this Sunday stream. Hey, respect out to you, bro. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all your support. Let's see what's going on. We got Ghost Reckon saying, do you have any thought on Internet Computer Protocol? The daily chart looks super bullish without having a breakout yet. And then Lewis Smith asks, when do I think Aleph Zero will be listed on an exchange? Lewis, I'm not sure. I'm waiting on the official announcement from the team. Everybody's eagerly waiting right now. Let's see ICP on the daily. Yeah, it looks good. Clearly in a huge demand zone on the daily. And looks like he wants to break a trend line. Yeah, this is pretty close to the bottom in demand. This looks pretty good. This does look bullish. Obviously, we need to make a higher high on this past $58. You know, we want to start printing higher highs and higher lows. But yeah, this does look kind of bottomed out here. We'll see how this one does develop. But yeah, I mean, if it does drop lower, I mean, this is at the bottom. So yeah, that looks pretty good. ICP. Let's see. Any thoughts on RMRK from Summerverse? Strong with insane tokenomics. Yeah, I'm bullish on RMRK, and everything in the Kusama ecosystem has like kind of the same tokenomics, right? They all have kind of 10 million total supply. So if you're bullish on Kusama, Polkadot, which I am, you know, if you just hold a little bit of these tokens, like this can easily go up and start trading. If this goes to $1 billion market cap at 10x, $3.2 billion, this will be trading at $3,400 per coin, and there's only 10 million of them. And we'll just look at this website basically. This is the NFT metaverse project on Kusama. Set of NFT Legos that give NFTs infinite extensibility, hosted on the Kusama blockchain, Polkadot's Canary network, without the need for parachains or smart contracts. All right, so yeah, I should make a full video about this for sure. I've looked into it quite a bit, but yeah, I'm bullish on this project, and I haven't pulled the trigger to buy any because I'm pretty comfy with my bags right now. But yeah, I'm bullish on RMRK. I like the project a lot. Let's see, what else do we have here? Michael saying he's loving the premium Discord group. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. J Rock. Fear is popping off right now. Also super bullish on Realm. Yeah, let's take a look at Fear real quick. If it's popping off already, I mean, the opportunity is probably past. But, yeah, it's going parabolic. That's nice. Edwin saying top 3 10x. I mean, for safe picks, like really low risk, like Luna will be at $500. That's a 10x. Casper, easy 10x. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm looking at my notes right now. RSR, easy. Zilliqa, easy. Harmony 1, Matic. Not necessarily Matic. I think Harmony 1 will probably 10x. And, yeah, Curito, Trios, Safe Haven. Bullish on those. J-Rock saying, I wasted so much time playing League of Legends. I hardly game anymore and am a little resentful of how much time I squandered just gaming instead of learning anything. J-Rock, I'm glad you said that, my man, because I'm sure there are so many people out there that are in the same exact boat. We've all been there, all right? We've all been there, man, so I feel you. I feel you for sure. Like, video games, unless you're making a business out of it, like streaming, making money from it, you're probably wasting your time, all right? So go learn a new skill. Go, socialize a little bit, talk with the opposite sex. It'll do well for you. Let's see. Dre saying, thanks to each and everyone for being here. Absolutely, Dre. Frontman saying he's hoarding algo like a maniac. I love the conviction, Frontman. Keep hoarding that algo. Red November saying iMac or Windows build. I use Mac. Let's see. How does that sandbox thing work? I only heard of it but haven't gotten the content there. It's not out yet, right? The alpha version isn't even live yet of the game, but basically it's like a huge kind of Minecraft metaverse where you can build whatever you want. Yeah, huge metaverse. Let's see. Thank you so much. You're the only person who's answered that question. No problem. Sunny in Rome. We'll look at those. Let's see. Curito, Render, Trios. Yeah. I mean, you want to look at those charts. I like Curito and Trios a lot. Render, Metaverse token right there. Curito. I mean, this is kind of a buy to me. I mean, we did come all the way back down to demand. We just tapped it. This is when I first mentioned it here in the channel around this price. But I think, yeah, this one has a lot of potential. I already said in the video how I think it can 10 to 100x, and yeah, this is basically institutional DeFi solutions. Super bullish on Curito and Trios as well. Trios having a good day today. $14.84. $14.84. Right into the demand zone that we have outlined on the chart. Bounce strongly out of it. So, yeah, that's what we expect to happen when price does come back down into demand. Let's see. What do I think about TrueBit protocol? I don't know enough to speak about it. Steve saying Atom's been lagging. It has been. Cosmos Atom is definitely lagging. And its time will definitely come. I agree, Steve. $27. Yeah, this is low. Let me go to a daily. Yep, this is low. We just got a $5 super chat from Mr. Sellers Homes asking Star Terra analysis. Mr. Sellers Homes, thank you for that $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate that. And yeah, Steve, to answer your question, Atom is definitely low. We'll see if it does bottom here, but it's using this price action. We'll see. We'll see if we go test down here at like $20. That would be the ultimate buying opportunity. But $27 is cheap for Cosmos Atom with where it's going. Let's go to CoinHall and see Star Terra. Can you comment on the Creator tokenomics? I don't know it off the top of my head, but let's see. So they have VCs. Understand that. Yeah, that could be a little troubling, I understand. 1 billion total supply, 2 billion max supply, 37 million circulating supply. I need to check up on the vesting schedule, But yeah, a lot of tokens set to be released in circulation, and the fully diluted is $12.8 billion. So that's obviously crazy high. As long as it's like, a lot of times the team won't get any tokens for like 3-4 years. So if that's the case, then you shouldn't be too concerned. I need to double check on exactly what it is for Kirito. Anyway, let me answer Mr. Seller's Home super chat question. Star Terra. Yeah, you wanted Star Terra. So this is Coin Hall. This has all the tokens on the Terra Luna ecosystem. Let's wait for this to load up. What a chart. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Go to a 4-hour. Yeah, you guys can see it. Cool. All right, let's actually go to a daily. Let's see. I'll asking, can I please do an interview with Sonny? Sonny, the creator of Osmosis. I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to do an interview. If that's who you're referring to, I'd definitely be open for that. Okay, so Star Terra. So I don't have my drawing tools right here, but basically we can see that this launched at 15 cents, pumped all the way up to multiple dollars, but that was the launch pump. Stabilized around $7. And then the main support on the chart is right here at $4.50. $4.46, where my mouse is, Mr. Seller's Homes. Hope you're paying attention. These are the main support levels. As you can see, we tested support and we broke down. Now we're just right back above support. So we want to see 450 hold or resistance. We're back above support resistance. We want to see 450 hold as support now. And then we need to start making some higher highs. First one past $5. I need my tools. Here they are. Let me make it so you can see this. So this yellow line is that main support on the chart. We broke down right here, right? Now we're back above. I want to see us get back above this high, right? Then we need to start making higher highs past this high, etc. We want to see an uptrend start to form. If we get rejected here and we make another lower move, which is possible, a lot of these Luna ecosystem coins have like very high inflation rates because they just launched. So for like the first year, they have crazy high inflation. Same thing with Anchor Protocol, Mirror Protocol, etc., etc. So there's crazy high inflation. There's just tokens flooding the market, which means a lot of selling pressure. So we'll see if we do actually, continue a bit of a downtrend here. Probably going to test this trend line as well at about 570 on Star Terra. So look out for this trend line test. And we'll see if we get rejected or if we break it to the upside. Let's see. AC saying 1 billion Kirito will be circulating in August 2022. All right, so hopefully Secrets of Crypto is right and we top out in April and then have our alt season before 1 billion Kirito tokens get left out on the market, right? Let's see. Red November saying Render, KDA, Flux, SDAO, Casper, EOS. Good picks right there. Out of those, I own KDA and Casper. And remember, from our presentation, right, you only really need like 4 to 5 like heavy positions that you're really convicted, have a lot of conviction, you're really bullish on. And it can do a lot if they do end up well. Let's see. Hero is hitting all-time highs. Dr. Julian putting some spam in the chat today. Let's put him in timeout. Or just remove the message. Hi, Crypto Empire. Longed in ETH and Mana. Can you please have a look at the take profit areas on these two, please? We'll look at that in a second. Let's look at Hero first. We've been going for an hour and 10 minutes already. Time really does fly by on these live streams. Meta Hero. $172,000 token holders. Let's take a look what's going on with Hero. So if it's breaking its all-time high right now, basically if you buy it now, you're chasing the price. Could it just go parabolic from here? Listen, if you're investing, one of my trading strategies is taking the all-time high breakout. So yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to take this trade right now, but if you're looking for a trade, you know, you can look to take the all-time high breakout trade. I've had a lot of success in the past when it does work out. Obviously, sometimes we have false breakouts, but yeah, this is breaking the all-time high right now. And then trade. Is trade on the Binance Smart Chain? If so, we'll look at it right now. Unitrade or Polytrade? Alright, we got a spammer in the chat, guys. That is not me putting a WhatsApp number in the chat. Please disregard this message. Let's get this dude out of here. Let's remove that. BitBoy did a video on Hero. Yeah, BitBoy has like 1.3 million subscribers, so that will make it pump. Where is this traded? That's traded everywhere. Polytrade. All right, it's going parabolic, but it's it's $11 million market cap, so this could keep exploding. Super low market cap, and there's nothing to really chart here. It's so new. 150 is your support. And then we had our friend asking, he said he longed, what did he long? Ethereum and Mana. Yeah, let's look at Ethereum, and then we'll look at Mana. So, I mean, I don't know where your entry was, my man. But in terms of a take profit level, you have supply right here. And we're facing resistance. Let's take a look on the chart of what's causing that. It's over here. Yeah. Interesting how I dropped that line over here. You notice how these candle bodies close at that exact same point, and now these candle bodies don't close above. But anyway, a good level to take profit, I would say, would be at this. Let me zoom this out to a 4-hour. At this yellow dotted line, you can see this is a pretty key level on the chart at $4,500. Maybe you want to front run it and put your take profit at like 44.50 or something like that, whatever you want to do. Then for Mana, nice little run up here. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of going long. All-time high is 590. We're at $5. Not the best opportunity, I'd say, but I mean, it depends if you're going intraday or not. We'll see what happens here. I look right here, 540 to take some profit, depending on where your entry is. I have no idea, but yeah, that's a pretty key level, I would say, on the chart. So Michigan Wolves saying, just to reiterate, the blue chips that you have, such as Luna, Fat, Chili's, One, etc., are mainly for HODL. So yes, I have, like, those are my bags. You know, I have my bags tucked away, and then I have my exchange account. So I talk about this a lot. I have a HODL portfolio and a trading portfolio. I'll trade those assets when I see an opportunity to make a trade on them, but I also have them completely separate accounts, completely separate, tucked away. And I will take profits on those after, you know, Bitcoin has its blow off top and we see the crazy alt season. I'll sell 70% of that, 80% of that. We'll see. But yeah, there's two different portfolios there. So good question, Michigan Wolves. Do you have an opinion on VRA? Juan, I'm very bullish on VRA. Super, super bullish. I mean, we were buying it in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group for below a cent in the summertime, right? We were trading it the entire way up. And I can go to my chart because I still have my lines drawn from that. You know, we were taking trades down here at, you know, 1.3 cents entries. Super, super bullish on VRA. And I just posted, let me pull out my Telegram. Let me find the message. So, Juan, if you're not in the free Telegram group, join that. The link is in the description. But basically, I put out this long, drawn-out message about VRA, saying how pretty much is testing the macro trend line from all the way of the March 2020 lows. And every time it's bounced from these trend lines, it's just gone parabolic. So, yeah, I love VRA. I do hold it. Let's see. The only thing is that I only got $400. So, David, everybody starts somewhere, man. Everybody starts somewhere. $400 could turn into a lot of money. So, I would say don't spread it too thin. Concentrate your bets, and you can be all right with that. Super bullish on Matic. Draken 100x, Matic only 510x. You're absolutely right. Matic already had, 200x pretty much. If you're asking me if I want to look at Matic, we can look at the chart. We just got a $5 super chat from Ray R saying my opinion on SHIB. Ray, thank you for that super chat. So, looking at Matic, like this is, let me zoom it out to a daily. Ray, I'll get to that in one moment. You can see all these long wicks down to this area at 150 every time it gets bought right back up. I'm bullish on it. I've been buying it personally at these levels. I like it a lot. Now let's look at the SHIB chart. SHIB, so I never once bought SHIB, Ray. Never once bought SHIB. My opinion on it, I would say that, let's look at the market cap. I would say that there's other better plays out there to make. Now, look, I own Floki, right? Another dog coin. I am personally a Floki Viking. I don't want this to sway your decision. Obviously, you need to make your own decisions. But SHIB has a $21.8 billion market cap. Floki has like a $1 billion market cap. If Floki were to hit SHIB's market cap, it would 21x. Okay? And if SHIB were to triple, it would be at number 5. It would be where Solana is. And I don't think SHIB is more valuable than Solana. And that's only a triple to put it in the top 5. So the risk reward, the potential reward really isn't there for me with SHIB. If you're going to be playing dog coins, I would look elsewhere personally. Hope that answers your question. Let's see. Where do you recommend buying network land? So, Fresh, it's about to be minted. the NFTs are about to be minted for Network Land, and then it will probably go live on a marketplace like OpenSea. We're going to have to buy it on the secondary market. So in the coming days, it will be minted. And yeah, like Dre said, follow their Twitter. And Jay Puller saying meme coins are only for moon bags. Absolutely, yeah. I agree. Your plans with Moonbeam and Akala when the tokens launch may be best to wait and accumulate in the bear. Yeah, so I mean, with the Polkadot you contribute, it's vested, so you won't get all the Moonbeam or Akala tokens right away. And if we have a bear market, which we probably will, they're going to have a pretty high inflation rate, and the prices will probably drop a lot, and that will be a great time to accumulate those Polkadot parachain tokens in the bear market. I agree. But I like the fact of locking up my DOT for 2 years because I'm just not tempted to do anything with it, and I get tokens in return. So yeah, you can always buy more DOT to have it liquid if you want to do that. But yeah, I like the parachain aspect of locking it up for 2 years, forgetting about it, and getting tokens in return. And yeah, we probably will be able to accumulate it for very low prices during the bear market. All right, guys, but it's 8:36 at night. Listen, I got to go through my evening routine, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I certainly did. We had a great live audience tonight, over 100 people in the chat at one point, so I want to thank all of you guys for taking some time out of your Sunday evening before the busy work day tomorrow. We just had our long Thanksgiving, by the way. Hope you guys all had an amazing Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. and you celebrate that. So my worldwide global audience, hope you had a great weekend. David just threw in a $5 super chat at the end of the stream saying, what do you have in mind with BAT? Will it be a good for mid, long-term trade from now or wait? David, for you, because you just sent in a $5 super chat, I'll look at the BAT chart real quick. Let's see. But I think BAT is kind of like a surefire kind of pick. Been looking good. Making new highs. So the next levels you want to be looking at, if you're already in, then these are your levels. 238. And then 350 up here. And I think BAT can definitely hit these levels. Basic attention token. I need to make a video on BAT because it's such an important project. I use Brave Browser every day, and I get rewarded in those BAT tokens. But yeah, this is on a run right now. And obviously, if we come back down to these previous all-time highs, we retest these as support. That's where you we already did that, as you can see, but this is your kind of buy zone on that. All right, yeah, and BAT is a good hold. Not financial advice. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Thank you, everybody, for attending the live stream tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be coming at you this week with our regular schedule of content here at Crypto Empire. Any questions, join the free Telegram group. We still have the Black Friday sale for the premium Discord group that will be ending at 12 midnight tonight. So if you want that discount, you can still get it. Get it while you still can. Join the free Telegram group for the information. Either use the code EMPIRE. What are the codes before I end the stream? Either use the code, let's see, Empire50 for $50 off 1 month, or Black Friday, and you get 20% off on all the other membership options. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. We went through a whole investing strategy. Hope you got something out of it. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Leave a like if you haven't liked the stream already. And I'll see you